Hey! So, today we are making some Peppa Pig cookies that my daughter is going to love because she is the biggest fan. But this is actually for someone else's birthday, not the baby. But here are the things that we will need. We have our Peppa cookies. We are going to use Americolor. Oh, that's not focused. Well, there we go. Americolor. This is the color that we are going to use. I tried to align it with one of her toys. It's pretty dead on. However, when I'm making it, it looks much brighter than this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm also using some piping bags. These ones are from Amazon. They're not Wilton, they're just some cheap bags, but they work really well. And then I'm using some toothpicks. Again, not the tool that you'll see in most videos, but it works well for me and it's a lot cheaper. So that's what we're using. We'll get started. Okay, so I cut a piece off at the end of my piping bag and put just a little round tip in. This is a number 5. So I'm going to just put some of my icing into the bag. Like I said, it doesn't look exactly like it was supposed to. It's a bit brighter, but hopefully it looks good. Alright, so I've put it in my piping bag. And first I'm going to just outline. I always just do a quick little line just to get a feel for the thickness of it. Now, all of her face is one color. There is some outlining that I'll do afterwards with a slightly different pink color. So for now, I'm just going to outline around. Set it aside for a moment. So any of my cookie experts are probably noticing that this is, not that the royal icing is too thick, but this hole is pretty big. I should have used one slightly smaller, but it will be helpful when I do the fill or flood. And doing the outline first will kind of give it like a nice little border for the rest of it to stay in. I don't really like that, doesn't look very smooth. There we go. Alright, so there are my first ones. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, now I'm going to start flooding. And this is when I would use this tool if you have it. If not, honestly, the toothpick works just fine. I also use the toothpick to get rid of any air bubbles that you might see, because when it dries you definitely do see the air bubbles. I like to just kind of pick up my cookie and drop it a few times to get any air bubbles to come up or see any imperfections. Okay. Alright, so the base is done. Some look better than others. I saw that I didn't want the sides of the outline to dry too much before doing the fill, because then you can see the border more distinctly. So I liked better when I just did the outline real quick, and then just as soon as I finished the outline, I did the flood. So I added a little bit more color to this one. I added a bit of fuchsia along with the light pink to make this outline just a little bit darker. I don't have a tip in here. I'm just going to cut off the very edge of it because I want a very thin outline. I always test it out, and that looks good. Okay, just the outline and the ears. And then a little round nose with 2 dots and a smile towards the front of her face. Okay, so we're going to do that for the rest of them. We'll speed it up. Alright, last step is the eyes. You can absolutely use white frosting and black frosting, but to save myself the trouble of trying to make them even and mix one other color, I'm just going to use these. They were $1.50 from my local cake shop, and I got like 36 of them, I believe. Alright, so one of the eyes is going to go right here, kind of where the nose just begins, and then one's going to go about the middle of the smile. Okay, and then I'm just going to get these. The icing acts as a glue. And there's our Peppa. Very cute. I actually think they didn't turn out too bad, right? Look at the cute Peppa Pig. Alright, I'll speed through the rest of them. And the very, very last step is Peppa's rosy cheeks. You could get the same effect with kind of blotting some icing onto it, but I do have an airbrusher, so I might as well use it. I'm going to put it on the low setting. I just put 4 drops of red in there, and let's do it. your Peppa Pig cookies. I hope that you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you try making these on your own, I would love to see your final product in the comments. If you have suggestions for mine, I'd love to hear those and read those. Otherwise, please check out my other videos, subscribe to my channel for other treats coming up, and go ahead and give me some thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Bye.